Alright, good afternoon. I'm Krishan Jackson, aka Regina. I'm going to be pretty much running the 8 steps to success, basically. So the first one is have a great attitude. In this business, it's very important to have a great attitude. I mean, in life in general. Anything you do with a positive attitude brings positive results, obviously, and anything you do with a negative attitude is going to bring you negative results. So you always want to make sure, in order to basically have a successful day, week, month, year, you have to understand that your attitude is a catalyst. It's pretty much a controlling factor of how things turn out, in your day, in your life. Just by that. So just remember to always start your day off with a great attitude. Always be optimistic and open-minded, and basically look for the positives. All right. The second one is be on time. If you're on time, you're late. Basically, you always want to make sure that you're early. Sort of like when you gotta go in for an interview, when you're looking to get your first job, or you're looking to get your dream job. I mean, we were so excited that we probably show up like an hour early, 30 minutes early, to make sure that we basically don't miss out on an opportunity. Well, guess what? I mean, time really waits for nobody at the end of the day. Poor means passing over opportunities repeatedly, and sometimes because, one, we're not on time. Alright, so you have to make sure you're on time. It shows that you're responsible. It shows that you're basically a person that can be trusted to actually, successfully run a business, supervise a team, pretty much take control of day-to-day activities. Alright, the next one is number 3. It's actually called be prepared. Alright, in this business, it's very crucial to make sure you're prepared. Being prepared is basically, it's a pretty broad category. One, we're in marketing, so you have to be prepared for individuals to pretty much not see things your way. You have to understand that, you're going to get a no sometimes, and not all the time is it going to be an N-O, but it might be a K-N-O, meaning it's not that they're telling you no, but it's that they don't know. So you have to be prepared with actually knowing, the product knowledge for whatever service and or product that you may be selling. You also want to be prepared, for the weather, particularly, especially in direct sales and marketing. I mean, we're pretty much talking to individuals or potential clients face to face, meaning we're not pretty much sitting in the office behind a desk all day. So I have to be prepared for whatever adversities may come my way, because I still have to get the job done. All right. So also be prepared to fail. Nobody who is successful pretty much just woke up one day and was successful. You have to fail your way to success. Just by that. So you want to make sure you're prepared. Number 4, work a full day. A full day pretty much means work until you reach your goals. I mean, there's 3 types of individuals. You have a average individual who does just enough to pretty much get by. Obviously, those type of individuals, they're never, really at the top of the totem pole. They sort of kind of fall in between. Why? Because they're not basically going above and beyond to get the job done. So then you have the other type of individual who, this person, no matter if they hit their goal early, in that day, in that week, in that month, in that year, they still put 150% to 200%, effort into pretty much, reaching their goal or setting a higher goal. All right. Then you got the less than average individual who settles for pretty much nothing. All right, those individuals never become successful. Those individuals never have a successful day. Those individuals never really make it anywhere in life, really, to be honest with you. So you want to make sure that you work a full day, really, to surpass, meet your goals, and if possible, surpass your goals. Number 5 is pretty much work your territory correctly. That basically means leaving no leaf unturned. I want to make sure I'm talking to everybody. I want to make sure that, especially, again, in this type of business where we're doing direct marketing, I'm going pretty much from one house to another. I'm not going to skip houses. I'm not going to judge, a person because of the car that they have in the driveway, because of the color of their skin, because of what their attitude seems to be like when they actually come to the door. So we want to make sure that we're talking to everybody. You want to make sure that you're pretty much keeping track of the individuals in the houses that you actually visit. We have something called a street sheet, where it's pretty much a sheet that keeps you organized for the day. You know who was not home. You know who was not interested. You know who said to come back because maybe their husband, they wanted to wait for their spouse, or maybe the roommate took care of the account, or maybe they just wanted to probably think about it, or they needed to find and locate their account information in order for you to do your job correctly. So you want to make sure that you're working the territory correctly using your street sheet. You want to make sure that you're not skipping, anyone's house. That person might actually need help with their account. So we want to make sure that, again, we're just basically keeping a log, an accurate log of the individuals that we are talking to. Again, these are potential clients. Also, organization, pretty much, calls for success at the end of the day. Most people who are successful, they have some type of system that they follow in order for them to know their day in and day out, activities and routines and what needs to be done and what has already been done. So you want to make sure you're working our territories correctly. Number 6, you want to maintain a positive attitude. If you guys notice, attitude is on here twice. The reason why is because, we're all human. We go through a lot of adversities and obstacles throughout the day. So you might get a phone call. You might get a text message. You might get, you might fall down and hurt yourself. You might get a really rude person that you actually encounter throughout the day. But what we have to understand is that we can never, ever let our attitude determine our income, because we're emotional people by nature. So if I let, something get me down, obviously if I'm down, I'm not going to work to my full potential. I'm not going to be, the full Regina Jackson at the end of the day, and neither are you. You're not going to be the full you when your attitude is not at 100%. So you want to make sure that, no matter what type of adversities and obstacles you're going throughout the day, understand that you want your income to determine your attitude. 99% or 90% of a person's actual problem, can be fixed financially, really, to be honest with you. So we're going to have problems day in, day out, in everyday life and in business. But if we actually let these things determine and control our performance, then it pretty much affects our income, and we pretty much don't get anything done. But if you actually look at things on a more positive note, we were talking about attitude, right? Keeping things positive. I know that no matter what's going on, if I continue to pretty much, put forth, a great effort and work ethic into pretty much doing my duty day in and day out, eventually these adversities and obstacles that we overcome in the field, in the office, with co-workers, with customers, I'm pretty much going to be able to actually figure out. All right? Number 7, you have to know your why. You have to have a purpose. We wake up every day to pretty much do something. Everybody should have a goal. Everybody should have something that they're trying to reach. So you have to really, know why you're here and where you're going. Most people with children, if you don't have a goal, that's your why. You wake up every day and you go to work every day and you put forth your best effort every day in order to ensure that, your family and your loved ones are basically taken care of. If you don't have kids, hey, we like nice things, or you might want to save a certain amount of money, or whatever that goal may be. You have to constantly make sure that you remind yourself every day, what is your purpose for the day? What goals are you trying to reach? What goals are you trying to achieve? And also, you can't do anything without taking control. If you don't take control, it has to be somebody who does. So if you're not taking control, that means somebody else is taking control of you. And when they're taking control of you, you're more of a benefit to them than to yourself. So in order to be successful, everybody has a different definition of success, but whatever the definition is, it begins and ends with you.